まずはこちらをご覧いただきたい。
Absolutely. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to get some guys off their feet. No question about it. I'd like to get Goldie a start. And, he has been awesome. Just a leader of men behind the scenes with Aaron Judge. I'd like to get him in there. I'd like to get Gunnar in there again. Ton of respect for Italy. It's weird. We want to win. We want to win this game, even though our tickets punched to the quarterfinals, because Mexico plays Italy actually tomorrow. So the way the schedule lines up, this is an important game for us. Nolan McLean will start. He's on the bump and he's good to go. He's an absolute beast, and I expect him to throw the heck.
先ほどの動画は現在アーカイブが削除され、試合後の会見でデローサ監督はあれは言い間違いだった、計算を間違えていたんですと訂正。しかしただ大金星を許しただけでなく、そもそもこの試合に対する認識が誤っていた可能性があることに現地メディアも辛辣な意見を寄せている。
If he misspoke, to me, his whole demeanor and his whole, like, he believed that they were in. I don't think I don't think he misspoke. I think at the end of the game when they were losing there, they had Kershaw warming up before Mason Miller came in. Did he find out during that game that they're not in if they lose this game? Did he find it out when they're down 8-0? Because if Kershaw comes in, Kershaw may shut the door, absolutely. Kershaw could give up 2 more runs. Now all of a sudden, so to me, everything lines up. If it smells like it, then it must be true, because everything lines up. When I watched his body language, what he said, like, to me, I think everything was lining up, and he showed me that that's what the whole staff thought. Everybody thought that's what I'm reading, but we'll have to find out more from Deep.
I think 2 things for me that stood out a little bit. He talked in the interview during the game. He's like, kind of nonchalantly, he's like, yeah, we just got to get Yarborough in there. He wanted to get him a little more extended. And, it seemed like it was just like that happy-go-lucky. Like there wasn't that fire from D-Row to get his boys going to win that game. And then, the other thing for me was I think you got to start Harper no matter what. You got to keep him going, get his bat in the lineup. And, no offense to Paul Goldschmidt. He's not the Paul Goldschmidt of old. I remember playing against him. He was one of the top, in my opinion, when he was hot, one of the top 5 hitters in baseball. That's how good he was. But right now, he's not that guy. You put Harper in there, he's there for the big moments, and you never know what really could have happened. It just seemed like a different USA team from Jump Street, and that was the difference. You got to come out rearing, rocking, ready to go.
I want to get this out of the way first. Tip of the cap to Team Italy. I mean, imagine you're Michael Lorenzen and you're gorgeous and jacked, and you just throw on a pair of Vans and you go shut out the dream team for 65 pitches. Like, you're a stud. Team Italy, you made every single defensive play. Vinny P's over there picking everything. Bottom of the lineup hitting homers. Jack Caglione doing it. With all that being said, I'm giving Team USA a what is you doing, baby? I mean, I just said it, you're the dream team. You can't be losing to Italy like this. Like, I have massive respect for those guys on Team Italy, but this is supposed to be the squad for the U.S. I mean, this is the elite of the elite. This is the top gun of baseball right now, and it still seems to me like we're kind of sleepwalking. Like, a little bit of rally there late in the game. Got to respect that. Did Mark DeRosa, like, there's stuff out there that he might have thought we already clinched the spot in the next round, which we haven't. If the U.S. doesn't advance, and now it's not up, like we don't control what's happening anymore, which is crazy. If we don't advance, it's going to be an all-time letdown. Like, I still got faith in the boys, but that doesn't mean anything anymore. It all comes down to Italy, Mexico tomorrow. So now I'm the biggest Italian fan there is. Even though I think Napa wine's better, I got to be rooting for Team Italy tomorrow, because this is outrageous right now. I know I just talked for a minute and 30 seconds, but I'm speechless.
This is how Team USA advances in the World Baseball Classic. Now, there's a potential tiebreaker involved, so let me make it as simple as possible. The easiest way. If Team Italy beats Team Mexico, then Italy and the United States both advance. Now, if Mexico wins and Mexico scores 5 or more runs, then Team Mexico and the United States both advance. If Mexico scores 4 or less runs, then Mexico and Italy will both advance. That's how the tiebreaker works. It's a a complicated process with a lot of runs and division and outs recorded, but that is the simplest process. It does change a little bit if extra innings are involved, but for Team USA to advance, basically what you're easily rooting for is Team Italy to win. If Italy beats Mexico, the United States advances. If Mexico wins, you basically want a slugfest. 5 or more runs, and the United States advances with them. 4 or less runs, and the United States is going home, and both Mexico and Italy will advance.